So let's dive deeper into act, object, and system controls. And this is a follow-up video to one I've done previously, which covered the broad definition or new definition of a control. So in respect to acts, what are they in particular? So they're a human act, so a behavior, which of themselves arrest or mitigate the unwanted event. And in the driving example, you can see some listed here. Where might we define or see these acts defined? You can look inside your procedures or work instructions or manuals or guidance notes. Your training material may have also descriptions on what the acts are. Or alternatively, you may see that in your own operational experience. So for example, you may know that during wet weather when you're driving on the roads, especially highways, that one of the things you do, the acts, is to actually slow down to further prevent an unwanted event. So a word of caution here on these. If you think about from a risk assessment perspective, you're not listing the name of the procedure, the training, or the operational experience. You're actually listing the key act, so that line item from within those training manuals or the operational experience. A very key distinction there. So that's the human acts. Let's think now about objects. So they are engineered objects which by themselves prevent or mitigate the unwanted event. So just thinking deeper on this, there's no human act to function. It doesn't rely on that at all. They automatically do what they need to do independent of the human act. And if you want to go down a little bit further, you can have passive ones. So in the example of roadside controls, those roadside barriers, they're just there, passive, and function how they need to. Or we could have active object controls, such as, for example, autonomous braking on side, or within the new vehicles. So that's acts, objects, and the third one is a system control or technological system, which essentially is a combination of the two previous ones. So we need an object and an act, and together they make the system. And some examples listed below there. So for example, lane detection warning triggers a driver to respond or change their behavior. Similar to objects, we can have passive technological systems or active ones. So passive could be the seatbelt being the object and needs to be worn, the act, or we could have the active objects, which is reversing sensors triggering or prompting behavior. So there you go, we've gone a little bit deeper on acts, objects, systems. Hope this helps. Thanks for watching.